If a false witness rise up against any man to testify against him that which is wrong, then both the men between whom the controversy is shall stand before the Lord, before the priests and the judges which shall be in those days, and the judges shall make diligent inquisition. And behold, if the witness be a false witness, and hath testified falsely against his brother, then shall ye do unto him as he had thought to have done unto his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you. And those which remain shall hear and fear, and shall henceforth commit no more any such evil among you.
Against me that you could not prove. And after I broke down the scriptures to him concerning woman and love, he had no response. And then after that, when I got off the phone, he backbit me.
I get that.
My back and said that I was teaching wrong.
We can move on from this whole, or we can move on from all of this. We can move on from all of this. I get the entire situation that happened. Yeah, he talked behind your back. I understand all of that. I understand all of that.
I'm going to tell you this, Danyaahla. You putting all these precepts on the Telegram chat. These younger brothers don't even know about this situation.
They know that something's going on. I'm being reached out to. I'm being reached out to. What is going on in the chat? Everything is dry. I'm being reached out to. What are you talking about? No one needs to know. People know that something's going on, man.
Okay, bro. Okay, listen. Danyaahla.
They know something is going on.
Bro. Because you running.
No, before I even said anything. Before I even said anything.
Y'all, other brothers went around talking to all these younger brothers about the situation.
Before I even posted anything, they had known. Before your Rumya had went on that rant. Before your Rumya had went on that rant of the list of precepts, they knew something was going on. It said Shamashawan got kicked out of nowhere. I already told you. Yeah, I understand. Aharon was never the one talking to anyone. But I even told you, even on your side, only time me and you talk is when I call you. I could go down my whole list. You maybe called me about twice. Shamashawan is a big part of this body. This is why the second he was kicked out, everyone that's been talking to him is like, what the hell just happened? You don't think they're going to be in...
You think 2,000 years ago, if a brother got kicked out, he had taught a whole bunch of brothers that they worried...
they're not... We didn't have Telegram back then. We didn't have Telegram back then. We didn't have Telegram back then. And we're talking about a brother that was showing brotherly love. We're talking about a brother that was showing brotherly love on a constant basis. On a constant basis, this brother was showing love, man.
Brotherly love, and he came against me with false accusations. That's not brotherly love.
And he acknowledged it. I'm not saying I'm not standing up for what he said. I'm not standing for what he said.
If you feel that Shamashawan was righteous in his behavior, and you feel
when did I say that? I didn't even say that. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. I did not say that. I did not. I literally just said before you even said that. I just said I'm not standing up for what he said. Yes, it was wrong, but he apologized. Like, what? We don't have to keep bringing it up again.
I'm gonna ask y'all. Did you feel that Shamashawan's apology was sincere?
Nah, I told Iran that's right after we did it. Me and Iran, and if I can remember, Iran agreed with me whenever we was in the truck.
Yeah,
he was leaving after we had the council with him.
Okay, so even if he wasn't sincere in that moment. Even if he wasn't sincere in that moment, did I not call you that same week and said that Shamashawan has been calling me and he's sounding sincere as hell, telling you that he wants to talk to you, telling me that he wants to talk to you and apologize for real, whether he did it in sincerity or not the first time? I told you this.
You spent 4 hours justifying his behavior during the council.
We're not talking about the council. We're not talking about the council. I said, we can move on. I understand everything that happened from that. I understand everything that happened from that. And again, I want to let it be known I'm not justifying what he did. I never said that. I'm just saying at this point, he's wanting to fix things. He's dead serious about being sincere. Like, what is so hard to grasp around that? He wants to apologize. He wants to come back and help the brothers that feel low. And again, I told you, I don't even want to kick out Urumia, but if we're at the point where we're doing this to Shamashawan, then we're not being in the same mind, the same judgment. Because again, I told you, I got proof against this man.
Okay, like I said, but I told you again, me and Shamashawan
Tell me what you told me.
Nothing to do with Urumia. You keep bringing up Urumia situation. That ain't me.
But I'm saying, if we deal with Shamashawan this way, it has to deal with that way.
Let me tell you, you've been talking a lot. If you really feel, it's this. I've been painted by different brothers as this tyrant, this angry man, and this guy who's unbrotherly for the last 3 weeks. And over this whole Shema Shawan situation, and then other false accusations Yahweh Sop is very familiar with, came up against me that Yahweh Sop was present when people say these alleged false accusations happened. Right, Yahweh Sop? So you gotta understand, other things transpired even after 2 weeks ago.
Okay, from Shema Shawan.
Let me tell you something.
From Shema Shawan. But I just want to know, was it Shema Shawan who made these accusations, or was it someone else?
It was someone else.
So what does that have to do with those? Come on, man. What does that have to do with it then? This has nothing to do with that then.
No, what I'm saying is that extended this whole issue, because we couldn't get to other issues because of other stuff that came up.
Did we not deal with Aharon? Did we not deal with you and Aharon first? Did we not deal with you and Aharon first though, Ak? We dealt with you and Aharon first. We had an order of things. You deal with Aharon, you get right with him. We talk about the wine, then we deal with Yeromia. Like, Shema Shawan should have been right there in between all of that.
Shema Shawan ain't coming back, bro. He ain't coming back.
That's so off. Like, what? How is it?
Let me tell you something, bro. If you feel that Shema Shawan is righteous in his actions,
what do you say? Why you keep putting that in my mouth? You keep putting that in my mouth. You keep putting that in my mouth. I never said he was right about what he did. I never said that he was right in what he did. I never said he was right in what he did. What I'm saying is that he's apologizing for what he did. He wants to apologize again.
That's what I'm saying. That's what y'all just told you.
If he wants to sincerely apologize, you're not moving in the red letter. You're denying Yahweh Shai at this point. He said forgive him 70 times 7.
I talked with him one-on-one multiple times over the last year and a half when we had all these situations.
70 times 7 is 490.
He was offended when Yahweh Shai corrected him concerning the serpent in the garden, and the brother disappeared for months. Then came back.
7 times 70 is 490. You cannot tell me you can't tell me he offended you 490 times.
Are you familiar with Alexander the Coppersmith?
You can't tell me you can't tell me he offended you 490 times.
I'm asking you a question.
I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know who the hell that is.
Alexander the Coppersmith is a man who mistreated Paul. And what Paul did is he warned the brothers about him, and he said, let the Most High reward him according to his works.
All right, let's go to it. I just want to read it. I want to read it verbatim. Where is that? You know what the precept it is? I just want to read it verbatim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see Revelation 22.
2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 14.
So what did it, I see you say he did much evil. What was the much evil?
It just says it right there, 2 Timothy 4 and 14.
Much evil. Much evil.
Alexander the Coppersmith did me much evil, and the Lord rewarded him according to his works. This brother came at me sideways multiple times. Each time I talked to him one-on-one, and he apologized. All those situations, I said, oh, well, I'll just let that go. Multiple times. The week before, he came at me sideways before the conference call where he came at me sideways. So, bro, his behavior was showing hatred. And we ain't having no hater in the body no more. Look at how crazy this is. Did you not say, me and you on the phone, no one else said, but Yahweh Shai and the Holy Spirit as our witness. Did you not say you hated Yair? Did you not say that? And I had to correct you and say we hate. And did I not have to correct you and say we hate? Hold on. Let me finish. Did I not correct you and say we don't hate her, we hate her spirit? But you said I hate her? I never said I hated her, bro.
You literally said I hate her for what she did.
Now
Don't say I'm bearing false witness now. Don't say that.
Said I hated Yael. I don't have a reason to hate Yael.
You literally told me this. You literally told me this when you were explaining what she did by calling you and calling, not calling you, calling the woman that you're courting. We ended up talking about her for a minute, and you said, I hate this woman.
I said the last time that I talked to the sister previous had talked to Yael, and then things went sideways from there. I never said I hated her.
So why did I correct you? Hold on. Why did I correct you and say that we hate her spirit, not her? Why did I say that then?
I hated her.
Why did I say that then? Why?
You're the one that came at y'all wife sideways on his counsel. You the brother that needs to be corrected.
What did I say? What did I say that was off about that? What did I say that was off?
Listen, bro.
What did I say that was off about his wife?
Bro, you right now, I told you 3 weeks ago to be careful about meddling in a matter that concerns you not.
We're talking about the body falling apart right now.
You done some fool in, dive head first into this situation with Shamash.
We're talking about the body falling apart right now.
Of something that we're trying to get away from. So guess what, bro? If you have a problem with that, if I'm so evil, if Yahweh is so bad in making the decision that you don't want him back either, you're free to build a Shema Shalom. You don't need to build with us because you said the Most High gonna do an evil work to us, right? Didn't you just post that on Telegram?
Do you not see how dead the body looks right now? Do you not see how dry it looks? How no one is interacting? Are we just being blind to this? Am I bad for caring about my brother? Am I bad for worrying about you guys? Am I bad? Am I evil for that? Am I bad for worrying about the safety about the new believers that's coming into this thing? Am I evil for that? Am I evil for worrying about my brothers that's in this body?
You want him to bring him back in. If you feel that he's a righteous man and that he did nothing wrong or that he's a very sincere brother, you can build with him. He ain't coming back, bro.
Am I wrong for caring about the body? And am I retarded? Am I going crazy? Am I the only one that's seen this thing?
We talked to Aharon about it. Me and him, y'all, we all talked about it. We felt we need to move on from it and just let him be where he's at.
Again, am I the only one seeing, as far as us three in here, am I the only one seeing how dead the body has been? How no one's been interacting?
But brothers is posting on Telegram. Brothers are taking more of a liking to Telegram compared to GroupMe.
No calls? All right, no calls. No calls since Shamash Shalom left.
Yeah, because we don't want brothers like you jumping on and start bringing up stuff.
All right, brothers like me, you guys started a chat and I didn't go in on purpose. What are you talking about, brothers like me? You guys literally started a call. You literally started a call and I didn't get on for that same reason. I'm not dumb. I'm not going to get on when I know there's problems going on.
On the Telegram chat, I'm going to read what you posted.
How long have I been calling you? Go ahead and read what I posted. Go ahead and read what I posted. Go ahead and read what I posted.
On here.
Go ahead and read what I posted.
You posted a letter. You posted a thing to me and Yahweh. You're trying to address this and bring other brothers in this thing, and they ain't even talking about
how come you couldn't? There's no way for me to reach out to you. There's no way for me to reach out to you. You're literally ignoring me. You're literally ignoring me. You're literally ignoring me and continuing to post on social media. You don't think that's offensive as hell?
You're harassing me all week about the Shamash.
How is that harassing you when you told me you were going to call him?
You're dragging it along.
You're saying I'm harassing you when you had told me you were going to end up getting on the phone with him.
No, I did not.
You told me that you said let's see how we're gonna deal about it. Then I told you I hope you consider all of these things, and then you told me, all right, we might end up getting into this.
Bro, listen, man, listen.
And mind you, even when you texted me on that Monday, and I told you how about we get on the phone, that was after the fact. You said I don't want to mention any of this anymore.
Again, the last thing, if you feel that we are acting out of judgment and that we're going to be judging the body because of how we're dealing with the Shema Shalom situation, then leave and join with Shema Shalom. It was with him.
All right.
It was with him.
All right. You know, it's just crazy because, like I said,
If you feel that we're operating in the wrong spirit if you feel we're offering the wrong spirit concerning Shema Shuan, and you feel that Shema Shuan is such a great brother in the faith, you're free to build with them. We're not.
So again, why? How come? Hold on. Okay, but again, like I said, why is it just being done? As far as one man having all to say, don't you think that every brother that's been dealing with him should at least have a say in this?
Y'all stop.
I'm not talking about just you and Yahweh, sir.
No. It's not. Y'all stop. When we talked last Saturday with Aharon, was there a decision after all three of us talked for Shema Shuan to come back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I was you know, we didn't make no decision on him as far as coming back. You know what I'm saying? The decision was made as far, you know, like he was out of here, man. That's what we came to the conclusion was.
And that's why I'm saying, just you two. That's what I'm saying. Just you two should have the final say.
Just like now, you say that the body seemed dead. It's because it's been affected by what Shema Shuan was doing, man. It just to spread it to like everybody just got this type of feeling all through the whole camp.
But again, only you. But I'm saying only.
Like an infection, man.
Only you two are the ones that should get the final say. Not everyone else that's been in this thing talking for months.
But I can't choose Shema Shuan over the body.
I completely get that. But all I'm saying is that it shouldn't just be you two having the final say. It should be every last brother that's been dealing in this.
Bro, them brothers don't even know the whole council. You don't bring a burden to all these new younger brothers like this.
I'm not saying every last new brother I just said it. Every brother that's been talking in this.
We had a council on it. If the council wasn't enough, then I don't know what else to say, bro, because younger brothers being involved in it, they don't even know. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. The times that Shema Shuan came against me, y'all brothers didn't even know about it. You sure didn't know about some other times that he came against me because I kept it between me and him. And I resolved it between me and him those times. That's why a lot of this is catching y'all off guard, because y'all think it's a one-time thing. The final straw was him willing to bear false witness against me, to bring up an accusation against me without the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses.
I get that, and I get how you take that as hatred.
That he had did other offenses.
I get how you take that as hatred. I completely understand that. I'm not justifying what he did.
That is premeditated.
I'm not. Hold on. Let me finish. I said I'm not justifying what he did. All I'm saying is what was the reason that I had to tell you we don't hate Yael, we just hate her spirit? Why did I have to say that? Why did I have to say that?
I never said I hated Yael.
So why did I have to say that? Why did I have to say that? Why did I have to say that?
Listen, I knew the sister, but I talked to Sister Yael many times, even before you even got me.
What does that have to do with it? I'm talking about why did I have to say that?
I never said I hated Yael because Yael never.
So why did I have to say that? Why did I have to say that? So why did I have to say that? So why did I have to say that?
For your own sake. I don't know why you.
So I just said that out of nowhere, and you didn't say, what are you talking about?
I did not say I hated Yael, bro. I don't speak like that.
Are you 100% positive? You're willing to take that to the day of judgment that you didn't say that?
I don't use that word loosely, bro.
So you're 100% positive. I'm just going crazy. I said that for no reason.
You want to freaking go with Shema Shuan. I already told you you're free to go with him.
Like, you don't see how crazy that is? I'm over here literally trying to cause peace. I'm literally trying to bring peace between everyone in this thing.
And you're still trying to fight for him.
I'm literally trying to bring peace to everyone in this thing.
And me, y'all already discussed him, and there was no way to bring him back in because of what he did. The only person that believes they can bring an accusation against a Jake and believe that he should be convicted for it is a damn Edomite. You don't freaking come through, bring a false accusation against a brother, say that the stuff that the brother did these things with other people present, and then you say you don't need those witnesses. That's premeditated, man. That is a freaking act of hate when you think like that. That's why Shema Shuan had to go. On top of that, he said that you don't really need the body anyway. All he needs is Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah can confirm that.
And again, him repenting for that, when Yahweh Shah says 70 times 7, him repenting for that means nothing.
Bro, you think every brother that makes an infraction, like the ones we're talking about, is gonna be sticking around? A person that's malicious and has malice towards somebody.
When things are outweighed,
they gotta go.
When things are outweighed,
guy in that shows malice against me,
and we put this on a scale, and we try to balance all of this. I'm just saying.
I don't know why you hesitate, bro.
When we're trying to balance things out.
You feel Shema was righteous, and that he's righteous in his actions, feelings is sincere, and you feel that fear is gonna fall apart. You're free to build with him. Why you hesitate?
I'm still gonna call him. I've still been talking to him.
Because I'm telling you, Shema ain't coming back.
I've still been talking to him. We don't talk about anything as far as bashing brothers. We just try to build. It's nothing. It's none of that. It's none of that. All I'm saying is I'm literally trying to bring peace to this thing. That's all this thing is about.
Let me tell you something. If I was such a bad brother, the brother would not be trying to get back in. If I was such a bad, unbrotherly, and not loving brother, there's no way brothers would still be around.
You know what he wants to do. You know what he wants to do. Even if he did, I get it. I get your stance. You're saying he's not coming back indefinitely. Okay. What I just want to say is that one of the reasons he wants to come back is because he knows he was there for brothers. The new brothers that were there looking at him as a father figure in this thing, they're left in the dark right now. Same way you had left me in the dark by me texting you and you not answering, even if you felt I was harassing you. It could have just been a quick text. Drop it. That's it. You could have just left it at that. No, you wasn't right? Drop it. I already told you to drop it. You had told me to drop it, then you texted me that same Monday. You had told me to drop it and texted me that following Monday, and I asked you about it, but you didn't say anything then.
Bro, I told you that I don't want to talk about it. After Saturday, which was the same day that me and y'all was talking on her all talked, that thing was a dead issue. You're still bringing it up.
You think I'm the only one bringing this up is the crazy part to me. You thinking I'm the only one bringing this up is the crazy part to me. That's what I like. You think I'm the only one thinking on these things. You think I'm the only one thinking these things. Because people are scared. People are literally scared of you. You know what Yosef said about you? When I asked Yosef and we were talking about the separation, making a new channel, and he said, all I know is I'm going with Hawiyala because I talk to him more. People idolize you in this thing. People are scared of you in this thing. That's the problem with people in this body, That is the problem with people in this body. If brothers want to look at you like an Alizar, a Naquan, and think you're uncorrectable, then it is what it is. We're talking about not being corrected, being uncorrectable. Brothers look at you like that, like you can never do any wrong. And don't take this as me hating you.
I always run things by brothers. You know the reason why brothers respect me?
No, we're not talking about respect. We're not talking about respect. I respect you. I respect you. I respect you. I respect you. I don't idolize you. It's a difference between respect and idolizing.
I put the brothers first before myself.
It is a difference between respect and idolizing.
You make it sound like those younger brothers idolize Shema. So why don't you have a problem with that?
I didn't say they idolize him. All I'm saying is that he's the one who was reaching out to them. Again, when have you called me and tried to check in on me? When did you try to check on me during surgery? The only brothers that reach out to me, I can count on my hands.
Bro, we talked. That same week that you had the surgery, just so happened the same week that we had talked on, what was it? What week was that? Was that May?
I don't know when. May 31st about. Again, all they're doing is going to where they feel love.
When I talked to you, I asked you how you feeling.
A week later. And that's nothing against you. I'm just saying the brother Shamashawan was there the same day. The brother Shamashawan was there the same day, the following day, the next day. And that's nothing against you. All I'm saying is that it's different parts of the body.
Look at this guy. I'm going through my call log. I talked to you May 12th, May 19th. We called each other. We called each other back and forth. I called you on May 20th at 5:16. May 28th on 5:16.
And who called you first? Who had called you first? Who had called you first?
I called you. I went an outgoing call and called you.
Who had called you first? I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you calling back a missed call.
Then on the 28th, I called you.
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about calling back on a missed call. I'm not talking about calling back on a missed call. That's not what I'm talking about.
Bro, man, you just bringing this stuff up and you just like, bro.
I'm trying to make you realize, like, bro, he's a big part in this thing, man.
This conversation needs to end.
Bro, like, that's all I'm saying is that he's a major part in this thing. And I'm not, it's nothing against you. All I'm saying is that brothers have to view themselves and see what's going on.
And learn from it before he made his problem came upon him. Come on, bro. Like, this happens.
Say that again.
Guys get put out for whatever reason, and they have certain guys that they taught or that respected them. Those other brothers need to find out why that person got put out.
I respect all of you, but I don't idolize any damn man. I'm not gonna put anyone on a pedestal. Only person that's my head is Yahweh Shai. All I'm saying is that brothers are scared to tell you certain things, man.
If you feel these brothers are in idolatry for listening to me,
bro,
then that means that's evil, and you need to go elsewhere.
So I'm not supposed to warn them. I'm not supposed to warn them. I'm not supposed to be a watchman in this thing.
You're gonna be a watchman. You can be a watchman with the watchman for all you want to do, y'all. Alright, this is a dead issue, bro.
I told you I understand that. I just want you to understand what I'm seeing, because I really don't think you get it. I seriously don't.
I don't think you get it.
No, I get it. I heard all sides of the story. I never took a stance in this thing. Even when it was brought to me by one side, I always waited. So I completely get it. I heard all sides of every story. I completely get it, man. You know, but hey, if you want to say that's it, it's set in stone. Again, I don't hate you. I don't hate anyone in this thing. All I'm saying is by the way things look right now, I wouldn't be surprised if things get worse. And that doesn't mean I'm not praying for things to get better. But we can't be surprised when it does. We cannot be surprised when it does.
This whole thing started from Shema Shawan being out of line. Ain't no other brother caused this whole rift but him. He's the rock that dropped in the pond, and you just saw the ripple effect on it. I didn't bring it. He did.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you.
For some reason, you're still wanting to bring this person that started this whole ripple.
So let me ask you again. I completely understand. You say it's set in stone. It's done for him. I had waited to even ask you about these things because again, we had a guideline how we were gonna do it. It was gonna be you talk to Aharon, fix things with him. You said you were solid, you, him, and Yahweh. Then you said, all right, we're gonna talk about the wine. The day of the wine comes, I was just left in the dark again. No one told me anything. I had to call you, and or I had to text you. Whatever happened. Then you said we were gonna go to the Yerumia thing the next weekend, the Sabbath. When it like,
yeah, if the Lord will. At the time it didn't happen because the Tuesday we were supposed to do it. It didn't come to fruition. I know y'all was shocked because I was working. I had fell asleep, and I think I posted a lesson that night, and I was laid on the bed, and y'all was shocked. I talked to Aharon that same night, like early that evening.
Early that evening, he didn't mention nothing about it. And when you called me the next day, we forgot to do the count. I said, man, dang, I talked to you, didn't I? You know what I'm saying? I was off that day, and he didn't. And I was so tired, I was just resting, but I really didn't. It didn't even cross my mind that we had the council, and Ak had called me that evening, but didn't say nothing about it.
He didn't. Mm-hmm. He called me that evening, but didn't say anything about it. And y'all forgot about it, but they had talked that same Tuesday, that same evening.
Probably about 40 minutes on the phone.
Yahweh called Aharon, or Aharon called Yahweh about it?
No, Aharon called me.
Called you.
Yeah, we talked.
But he didn't bring up the council, which was supposed to happen that night.
He didn't mention it at all, and it didn't even cross my mind. I'm honest, it didn't even cross my mind that day. I had forgot all about it. But I was supposed to work, and it changed. I didn't have to go to work. And so I was just doing some stuff around the house, trying to catch up on stuff, and then Ron called, and we sat on the phone, talked for a minute, and then that was it.
Okay. So let me ask this then. You handled what you did with Shema Shawan, you had the final say. Who has the final say in this Yarumya thing?
It's not about final say. It'll be a group decision.
A group decision of who?
It ain't gonna be a whole bunch of different people in it.
Yeah, a group decision of who?
I'm not gonna be part of that decision.
A group decision of who though? Like, because how would we even?
Different brothers that have been around for some time. Because see, if the brothers that are supposed to be on the Yarumya team, outside of you and him, was gonna be Yawasop, Aaron, Yosef, I believe Kiwan,
Luis.
possibly Luis.
Yeah, Luis needs to be there because I'm the one.
Maybe one other brother. I forgot, but we had a list of people that would make sense to be on that thing. Now, I'm not gonna be a part of that. I already said I removed myself from that thing.
Hey.
So this whole how y'all are controlling everything. I already told the brothers I'm not going to be part of that. Your already knows that. So I mean, this whole how y'all are making all the decisions, yada yada yada. It's just funny to me, bro.
I mean, that's just how I feel on this situation alone. That's just how I feel in this situation alone with this Shamash thing.
Well, the Shamash situation, we all talked about it. There was no angle for him to come back in based on his behavior.
Yeah, I know, but again, you told me that it was up to you at the end. At the end of the day, it was up to you.
Well, because I was the guy that was offended by him.
Yeah, so you had the final say in this thing.
That I was like, hey, you know what? Let's bring that in. Then, because I'm the victim in the situation, it would have been my overturning. I would have been at the veto rights. But again, Shamash ain't coming back, bro.
Yeah, I get that.
He done. He out of here. He's free to build and do whatever and work out his own salvation with fear and trembling. He just ain't gonna do it here. That's final.
Yeah, I think you should come out and say something, and, at least just tell brothers, man, like, I'm just a mortal man. I can't protect you. You can't protect me. Don't make me your arm. Don't make flesh your arm. I think that needs to be said. And I know you might have taken it the wrong way, me posting this again on the Telegram. But again, I would just put that on me because again, I was reaching out.
You doing that out of order with other
I was reaching out.
Nothing to do with this, bro.
Again.
You need to stop that, man.
But you see the thing, But you see the thing, I knew. But you see the thing, though, I knew you were going to reach out to me if I said that. Like, how come you couldn't just call me before it happened?
Bro, let me tell you something.
We're talking about 2 weeks. 2 weeks in advance.
Listen to me. I called Yawasop last night. He missed my call. What I was going to talk to him about was us talking to you last night. He can show you the missed call. He was asleep because he was working overnight.
I wasn't calling Yawasop. I was calling you.
No. I called Yawasop last night, who was asleep, so we could talk to you.
I was calling you. You had the final say in it. I wasn't calling Yawasop.
You know the reason why we need another brother on there? Because let everything be established out of mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses.
So let's record it. Like, I don't mind talking on the microphone, man.
I got too many brothers. We have too many brothers here, and to not at least have, at least in situations like this, where we can have at least another brother on the phone when discussing some of these things. It's not it became a no more one-on-one thing concerning Shemai Shawan to discuss. So I was like, let me get another brother on because you need to hear from another brother.
So you couldn't text me that? You couldn't text me that? Let me get Yawasop?
Try to get Yawasop on.
Even if you wanted to get Yawasop, you couldn't tell me that last night, man? Like, tell me I'm getting Yawasop so that he could be a witness instead of just having me hanging? And we're talking about 2 weeks in advance. Tell me where I harassed you.
That was vexing all week. You kidding me up.
Tell me where I harassed you.
I got other stuff going on.
Come on, man. I know you've been through some things.
My mom just had a mastectomy. I just came off of a long work.
I know you've been through some things.
I'm not trying to go back into the past. Concerning Shemai Shawan is a dead issue.
I know you've been through some things. You cannot tell me you felt harassed by me. By me, you felt harassed.
Bro, all them text messages, bro.
And we're talking about. I get your mother's going through some things. I get your mom's went through some things. Your father. But what did Yahweh Shai tell us? Yahweh Shai told us, let the dead bury the dead. I'm trying to handle things in his body first. That's what I'm trying to handle. Even if my brother's going through something, and something's happening in his body, how was y'all telling me to go to? You know, again, it could have just been a quick text. That's all I was asking for. We're talking about 2 weeks. Again, all it took was one little message.
Bro, that's quick text. If I said it's a dead issue, you wouldn't have stopped there. Right now, I told you.
Who's saying I wouldn't have stopped? Who's saying I wouldn't have stopped? Who's saying I wouldn't have stopped? What are we assuming for?
Bro, based on your pattern, you don't seem like you're the type to stop.
What am I the type to do?
To keep it going. Because the first thing I told you is Shamash ain't coming back, and you still try to press it. So if I text you that, you telling me you would have stopped?
This is what I told you on May, what is this? June 18th. I said, I just think that now that almost everybody knows what's going on, that there will be no more excuse if it does happen again. Talking about if Shamash came back, he wouldn't offend you. That's what I said if he was to come back, I said, I know I told you also that he was owning up to everything he did. And to me, it seemed like he, without a doubt, sincerely wanted to fix things. So I just hope that you take that into consideration to hear him out one last time. You said Khan. You didn't say drop it. So I was checking up again. Am I wrong for doing that? You didn't say to just stop right there. You just said Khan. That's all you said. How am I wrong? How am I harassing you by checking up?
Bro, after we had the discussion between me, Yawasop, and Aharon, that was a dead issue, bro.
Bro, you said Khan. You didn't say just drop it there. You didn't say shut up. You didn't say leave it.
Bro,
like,
listen, man. I'm bro. You right now, bro. This right here is getting ridiculous, bro. This right here is getting ridiculous, bro. I'm done with this call, bro. I'm done.
All right, so one last question. When do I move? When do I move on this? When do I move on this Yerumian thing? That's my last question. Do hung up.
Things escalated to the point where, you know, my man got too familiar, and I ended up having to whip his ass, man. You know, because he would step across the line habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy.